The next lesson is about loop. As we know, loop is used to repeat the task. It's very useful because there are many situations where we want to apply the same task on a different set of data. So we will use loop. Now, a loop basically contains decision, right? What makes it different is that you have a decision and you decide whether you want to repeat or not. If you want to repeat, the arrow simply goes back. That's looping. Right? But this looping is not useful, right? Because there's no process. Whether you loop or don't loop, there's no difference. So you need to have something, right? You need to have a process. Do you want to repeat this process or not? This is looping, basically. Now, the thing is that there are three types of loops. They are all more or less the same, actually. Want to repeat or not? If you repeat, that's what you do. Okay, what are the three different types of loop? Do you want to test first or not? Or you want to test later?
I mean, after Raya.
Okay, you want to test? Sorry, not the test before after Raya. You want to test the condition first, then execute, or you execute first, then test. Alright? And then the other one, maybe we already know how many times, so we use counter. So there are three different kinds of loop. The first loop, right? We will test first, then we execute. One example is password. If password is correct, let you view the secret. If password is correct, let you view the confidential data. That is test first, right? There's a chance that the test fail and never execute. Correct or not? That means if your password is wrong, you never ever get to see the content. Can we use execute first then only test? Okay, I'll show you the confidential data, then ask for a password.
Okay.
Not a good idea, right? So that's why we need to have this kind of test execute. This is called while loop. While loop. We will test first. While loop. The other type is you execute first, then you test. Yes. For example, please enter. Please add a number. Please add a number. So after please add a number 0 to stop. Please add a number. Type in 0 to stop. So for example, this program allows you to add any amount of numbers, and you can only stop it if you type in 0, because there's no point to add 0, right or not? Yeah. So in this case, you execute adding first, then only you stop. Right? Does it make sense that way? No. You ask for the input first, then you stop. Not a very good example. Huh? Not a very good example. The thing is that you ask for input, you process, then only you test. Okay, for example, deduct from 100 ringgit. Deduct from 100 ringgit until there's no balance. Deduct from 100 ringgit until there's no balance. So you deduct, then you check the balance. Can or not? So you deduct, then you check the balance. So which one you do first? You execute the deduction first, then you test whether the balance is above 0 or not. Correct or not? So you execute, then you test. In this kind of situation, it's called do while. You do first, then you only test. Do while loop. Okay? You understand the example or not? Let's say the question is, deduct from a balance of 100 ringgit until there's none. So, at first it's already 100 ringgit, right? So you deduct. So at least one time, this kind of loop is guaranteed at least one time will be executed. It guarantees at least one time. Agree or not? Yeah? So suppose that I have 100 ringgit and then I try to deduct 110 ringgit. So if you try to deduct, I get negative number. It's less than 0 already, right? So the test comes when? The test comes after the deduction. Yeah? Is that possible in reality? If you have current account, it's possible. Yeah? You have current account, but savings account cannot. There's a minimum balance, 10 ringgit. Execute first, then test. Now, the other type, the third type is, we already know how many times we want the task to be repeated. Let's say, repeat this task 100 times. We know already, 100 times you need to repeat. So, this kind of loop, right, is counter based. There's a counter, 0, 1, 2, 3, until 99, if you want to repeat 100 times. So, for this kind of loop, right, we use for loop. We use for loop. Yeah? So only these three types. So how do they look like when it comes to flowchart? Please understand why the flowchart is drawn that way rather than memorizing. Okay, so for the first one, test, execute, right? Test first, then you execute. While loop. So a while loop looks like this. You will test first. Okay, of course you have to get data, right or not? Then you will test first. If true, then you execute some process. You go back. If false, leave the loop. Leave the loop. You see or not? The important part is you test first. Then only you execute. You must test first. Execute, repeat. Now this is while. For do while, okay, of course you get the input first. Now here is the difference. You process the data first, then you check the condition. If the condition is okay, then you repeat again. If the condition not okay, you leave the loop. Now, how is this different from this? It looks more or less the same, right? It's the order. It's the order, different order. Different order of what? The process and the condition. Whereby, you execute first, then only you test. Do first, then only you test. You go to a restaurant, no need to check the menu price, just walk in, eat first. Then ask how much you have to pay. Yeah? The other one is, how much is a fish? 1 kilo, how much? Then only decide to eat. Yeah? You may get surprises, right? You walk in and then you pay later. So fish especially, yeah? Seafood. Alright, so while loop, you ask about the price, then you buy. And then you eat. Do while, you eat first, then ask for the bill. Okay. Now, the third type is for loop. Okay? Done. Let's look at for loop. For loop, we already know how many times. Yeah? So for for loop, it typically looks like this. Initialize the counter counter less than, you already know how many times, let's say 10 times, yeah? Let's say I edit the counter to 1. So if counter is less than 10, then I execute something, then I must increment the counter. Then I go back here, right? I mustn't go back before init counter, right? Otherwise it forever becomes 1, isn't it? Yeah, just before the test. Now, until the counter is more than 10, then it becomes false. It leaves the loop. So, you see the difference is what? The difference is that there must be a counter. And there are 3 things that you need to do. You initialize the counter, you check the condition, you increment the counter. Now, look at for loop. Inside the for loop, right? You have 4, and then you have 3 partition, right? Correct or not? Which is separated by a semicolon. There are 3 rooms here, isn't it? The first one is to initialize. Let's say I is 1. And then the second one is when to stop. Start with one number, when to stop. I will stop after 10. And then, if I want to increment it, I have to update the counter, right? If I don't update the counter forever, forever it is 1. And that is never ending running, isn't it? So I must not leave it empty. I must have increment. Increase by 1, or reduce by 1, or increase by 2, up to you, right? So if you increase by 2, it will only loop for 5 times. And then, whatever that you want to repeat, you put it inside the body of the for loop. Whatever you want to display, you want to read from database, you want to do some mathematics, you put it inside the body of the loop. So as you can see, always remember, inside the for loop, right, there must be a counter. Even though the counter is not called counter, it can be called I, X, Y, Z, whatever. You must initialize it. Starting point, stopping point, and increment 1 by 1, or by 2, or reduce. Yeah? And then the things that you want to repeat. Yeah. The question is? If it's true, it will keep repeating. Yes, this is the algorithm that you want to repeat. This is the body. The body. Whatever that's inside the calibraces, the code inside here you want to repeat again and again until the counter indicates it has achieved certain number of times. Then you leave the loop to do something else. For this case, it's until 10. But if you want to do until 100 times, then you just put 100.
So the while loop and other how many times you want?
Yes. 10 times. So if you want to make it more times, you just change the number here. Yeah.
So the I plus plus is plus 1 every loop, right?
Plus 1. I plus plus.
1 and plus 2. So
Okay, so if you want to plus 2, then instead of writing like this, right? Instead of writing I plus plus, you write I equals to I plus 2. Yes. So like this one, if you don't want to write I plus plus, you can also write like this. I equal to, actually it's not equal. Equal, remember in computing, this is equal. This means assign, store from right to left. So it means the value from the right hand side, I plus 1, you store it to the left hand side. You always look at the right hand side of the assignment operator. This is not equal operator, assignment operator. Yeah? Equal operator is like this. In mathematics it's different, right? But in computing, the notation is reserved this way. So you increase and then you store it to I. You override itself. So at the memory level, if you imagine at the memory level, there's already one memory cell with the name I. The content is 7, let's say. Then I plus 1, you take the value from 7, you increase to 8, you override itself. It becomes 8. Yeah? So So another analogy for this is if you swim, right? Let's say you are swimming for many laps. Let's say you have a coach. The coach will actually count how many times you have to swim. The coach may be standing at one end. Okay, 5 more times, 4 more times, 3 more times, 2 more times. So you have a counter. Then you keep swimming the laps again and again.
So,
Yeah.
will he usually repeat until?
Repeat until. Repeat until is do while. Yes, do while is repeat until. Repeat until. You will do first until it is false. Yeah. Okay, so I think I've explained the concept of loops to all of you, and I will go for some examples.